Welcome to another episode of Facebook Marketing for Chiropractors. Thanks for joining us, guys. This week, my ads are better than your ads. I mean this in general. Have you ever got a referral for a Facebook agency or a digital agency and from a friend or from somebody across the country, and you use them, and then after a certain amount of time, you talk to them and you say, listen, my buddy up in Minnesota was getting such great results. How come I'm not getting such great results? And then they bring up excuses about your demographic, where you're at. You're in an urban center. They're not in an urban center. You're in a rural center. They're not in a rural center. Whatever the excuses are. You ever wonder that? I always wonder that because I've run ads for chiropractors for over 5 years, and I ran into the same issues with people thinking that rural was better than urban, then in other parts, urban better than rural. And what it actually has come down to, and I've now heard this from two great sources, that your Facebook ads are directly correlated to the amount of your Facebook page build up organically. What does this mean? You need to build a following organically on your Facebook page. You need to be posting images and videos and content that builds your personal brand, builds who you are and what you do and how you do it. We've been talking about this for years, and I'm now running into ad accounts that we go into that are just not set up properly. And what's happening is they have no personal brand in there. It's all sell, 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 sell. This is what we do. Chiropractic. Here's how you do your stretches. Here's how you do your exercises. Here's what vitamins to take. And it's just content of sell, 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 where there is nothing personal about where you are, where you grew up, how you do it, what your staff does, what you guys do for fun, how you jive together as a team, where'd you go to school, where'd you grow up, what did you learn about, what's your undergrad. All these things that you need to do to build your personal brand are just not there. So you're not building a personal community reach to your local community about what it is that you do or who you are. I hope that makes sense. So once we build this all up, these are the people that have great success with their ads, is they built up a personal brand there. The people are seeing these things. Then there's the things that we can go into lookalike audience, custom audiences, extracting people, adding people, excluding people from our targeting afterwards. These are advanced techniques that we use after the fact that we've built up our digital personal brand. You have to do that. People have to know who you are. I'll be honest with you to say that, 6 years ago, I knew all this, and that's why I rocked in here and started getting, if you know my story, 17 new patients a week when I first started Facebook ads in 2017. Crazy, right? Absolutely. Even if I converted half of them, I wish we could still do that today, right? That's amazing. That's how I got to where I am. But I thought about it. I moved countries, went to a new place, but I think that personal brand was there. That's what made me unique. Who's this Enrique? Everyone calls me Enrique. It's Enrico, people. Dojo Cori, right? So it's a weird name. It's a unique name. It's very Italian, so the Italians get it. I'm from Canada. That's a unique thing that's to me. I'm weird looking. That's unique to me. That's it. And I think that's the stuff that goes into that. I always gave myself credit for being extroverted. It's not that. It's really just being out there. And I definitely used Facebook for a lot of stuff. I used it for sports, at the sporting events, talking about the sports team, hating, the Pittsburgh Steelers, or hating the Edmonton Oilers, or hating, showing hate, throwing hate this way, showing love for the local team. This Canadian guy, and now in Florida, cheering for the local Florida teams. He's just a bandwagon guy. Oh, now they got Brady. Now he likes Brady. No. How can you be an Eagles fan and like Brady? That's the brand that you start building. And I didn't even know I was doing it. I realized it. And I heard it again just recently from another person that's done millions of dollars in ads. And that is where it's at. So you can't even tell digital agencies that know this stuff. When you hire a digital agency, whoever it is, there's a couple good ones. Most of them are just mediocre kids in their basement that are doing this stuff, making way more money than you. And they're doing this without that foundation. They will tell you that doesn't matter. They'll be interested. They'll be like, well, what are you talking about? And you're like, well, do I have to? I'm brand new. And they'll just set up a Facebook page and let's start doing ads. And then you wonder why it's not working. It's because you're brand new. You have no content. Long story short, what should you walk away from with this podcast? Start creating content. Start putting personal stuff on there. I mean, no one needs to see your underwear, but start putting personal stuff out there. Your kids, your dogs, walking their dogs, playing at the park, going on vacation, being at the beach, being in the mountains, going for a hike, going for a bike, going for a swim. The things that you love, the book that you're reading currently, the research that you're reading currently, the courses that you're taking currently. Sometimes you guys all take CEs. Show them I'm at the sexual harassment 1 credit course that I have to take every year, and I promise you, I will never be litigated for that. Yay! Facebook post, and you do that stuff, right? And you just post it. We forget to post these stuff. We want to post the highlights on our personal page. We should be posting this on our business page. That's the branding. That's where that stuff all goes. There is no humility on social media. I mean, you're trying to be humble, but no one else is. And the people that are not and being abrasive and have aggressive content and have political content, and there's a reason why they're doing that. They're driving and building an audience for that, for and against. There's people, you even are guilty of following people you don't like because you want to see what they're doing. And at some point they push they cross the line. You're like, unfollow. So you're guilty of that. We're all guilty of this stuff. But remember, that's the audience there. So try and take your entrepreneur brain out of social media and use your customer brain. You're a customer. You use social media for some stuff. And then there's parts of you that, don't use it. So I guess you're not even listening to this podcast because you don't use social media. Or you're the fly on the wall social media people who don't post anything, don't hit the like button, but you're there because you call me. You text me, and that's how I know. I'm like, holy smokes, I knew you joined that group 5 years ago, but I'd never see you around. And those are those people too. And it's okay to be that person who's just never liked social media, doesn't want to post the personal stuff on there, doesn't want to do that stuff. But when it comes to your business page, you should be doing this. If you're avoiding digital marketing altogether, fine, good on you. Your referral-based practice, doing it the old school, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think I should just stick to Facebook right now because you guys are all listening because you do this. So if you do your own ads, which I support you 100%. You need to be building your personal brand on your business page. That's what you need to be doing, whether you're a service professional, a chiropractor, a lawyer, a dentist, whatever it is. Anything that you do service-based, people need to know you first before. Then what ends up happening is when you get those 4 likes on that picture, and try this. Watch how many likes you get when you post a personal picture of you and your kids versus the recipe for egg white omelet, or that 60% of the world's prescription drugs are used in America, or whatever those stats are. You get the 2 likes for that. You will get dozens of likes on your personal. Why? Because that's what people want to see. It's just, and it will be higher on the news feed. You'll get higher results. And once you're bumped up in the algorithm, once you hit the boost button or you hit the ads manager and create a campaign, you're automatically shown to more people. And not only more people, the people who have liked those things about you, right? Then when you get to that point, we want to exclude your patients from your lists because they are the ones who end up liking all your stuff. So then there's another level to it. But today is all about, why do my ads work or their ads work and my ads don't? There you go. That's the answer to it. It makes perfect sense looking at it over the last few years. Meta changed their things. They bought Instagram years ago, but when they became Meta, what they did is they moved everything, all their marketing, all the business stuff to Facebook, moved into Meta, the umbrella company to this. Meta now has branches. Facebook is now just a branch of Meta. Instagram, branch of Meta. There are other apps, branch of Meta. Metaverse, branch of Meta. So we got NFTs, crypto, the online digital world that you can buy like land. That's Metaverse. Then you got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got all their apps that are in there and what they do. So everything's run now through Meta, and Meta has their guidelines for all the advertising, and that's where the algorithms come from. So they're trying to get this type of algorithm where you're building personal brand, you're building your own little town, you're buying all that land in the Metaverse and Instagram, and you're getting the likes, and that's how it all works. Should you open up a Metaverse account? No. NFTs? No, you don't need to do that. You can just focus on Facebook and Instagram, but it's that personal brand. That's what's going to get you moved up. So if you average get 5 likes on a post, your normal chiro stuff that you post all the time, and the offers and the massage, there's 3 available massage times this week with Danny, and you get 2 likes on that. and you typically average that, start putting your personal stuff on there and see what the average is after about 30 days. Watch those posts and you'll see dozens. You'll see 20, 30, 50, 80 likes and hearts on that stuff. Now you're taking your algorithmic average of 5 and making it 55. Are you going to be a digital influencer like Joe Rogan? No, that takes millions, but that definitely helps you in your local 10-mile radius advertising that you're doing around your office. Does that make sense? Or 20-mile, whatever it is. So that's, and always filter your Facebook list and go through. It's hard to tell who's who when you start getting into the hundreds, but your friends in Halifax, probably time to like delete them from that. You're just going to end up showing them your ads, which doesn't serve you any purpose to do that. So get those people to like you personally on your personal page, but then on your business page, just unlike them. You use them at the beginning. I know why you have them. Your mom, your uncle back home, you have them because at the beginning you wanted to get those likes in there. Some of you made the mistake in the 2015, 16, 17, 18 to buying likes. Remember that? You can't even do that anymore where you buy likes. There were digital agencies that would call you up and tell you, hey, we'll get you 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. Oh, I guess you can only have 5,000. 5,000 likes in 60 days or 90 days. And guess what? When you did your little map thing, and you have 5,000. I know, and that ad account is now messed up. There's no point even running ads on that because 3,950 likes are from Pakistan. Makes 0 sense to do that. Then they got a little bit better and they try to keep it local in America, but still you'd have people all over your state liking you, which doesn't serve you if they're 3 hours away. These are the little things you need to tidy up as we get here through the mid-year adjustments, right? These are the adjustments that we need to be doing in our office. What do we cancel out? What toners do we get rid of for the printers? What extra hours are we working that are unnecessary? Or what do we add in those hours to be more productive? Digital cleanup. What do we do to digitize and clean up our digital marketing? What do we do for that? Cleaning up our media, cleaning up our lists, uploading our new patients to social media, to our audiences, all those emails, uploading them, putting them in that list that's called ABC Chiropractic Patients. You're going to name it your chiropractic patient list that you upload all their emails into Facebook, whether they use Facebook or not. Facebook's going to match it to their profile. Yes, some people use different email addresses for their social media. Who cares? But you're going to catch a lot of them with that email address online that now you can exclude from your Facebook ads later. Makes sense? There you go. What a great tip. And I just was reinforced very recently about this, just the other day about this. I was like, I got to do a quick podcast for you guys about this. We understand that we've crossed the point where we don't want to do this stuff and we trust people to do it for us. But there's a point in practice where that just becomes a marketing budget and you're okay with it. People are getting you 5-10 new patients a month and you're good with spending $2,500, $3,500 a month on the agency plus their ads. And you're okay with that. Some of you are spending $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 a month and getting 6, 7, 8, 9 leads for higher ticket stuff. I understand. So again, the same thing. They tell you, hey, 5,000 for us, 7,000 for ads. Let's spend that money online. And all you need to convert is 4 new patients for that, right? Selling or 3 new patients. Maybe you're saying $4,000 packages or all you need is 2 new patients for that to sign on, $6,000 packages. And man, that becomes a heavy burden to hold because those months where you don't convert the 3 or the 4, actually you want to be converting 6, right? To make a profit. So if I'm paying $12,000 in ads, I want to make $36,000 in revenue from those ads, like from the patients that come in from that every month. So when those months come by where you only sign up 1, you spent 12 and you made 6, you're like, oh man, that was a loss. It's happening. But if you've done it long enough, you understand the wave on this, that at the end of the year, over 12 months, the $140,000 that you spent on ads, you'll look at it and be like, we created $300,000 in revenue, which for me, not worth it. That's just where I'm at practice. Once you hit the million mark and above, that type of lateral is not worth it. To be honest, that's not. It's just now you got to look at 3 and 4 time returns to be doing stuff right. That's why you got to take digital marketing inside. because you can take those programs. We can take those programs. I can show you how to run those programs internally and cut out the middleman. You become your own agent, which you should be. You should have full grasp of everything. There are no Google ad people out there that will help chiropractors. None. Zero. And if there is, I'll eat a raw egg, whatever. There's none that will actually help you. There's ones that will set up your ads, start you on Google and do it, but that's all stuff you could have easily done. They're not bringing anything to the table. They're taking marketing principles for conglomerates and applying them to small brick and mortar solo practitioners. It doesn't work. You don't need all the fluff. I hate the Disney stuff. When we go to a seminar, the Disney experience, give your patients the Disney, the day 1, the day 2, the day 3, the day 4, the 2 seminars that invite the spouse, the 33 club. And you're like, what the shnikes? I don't even like Disney. Why would I do that for my patients, right? And we compare ourselves to Disney. You're not Disney, people. You're never going to be Disney. That is you don't run your businesses like that, okay? You're going to not dress up your staff as the 7 dwarfs. Don't do that stuff. So you got to take digital in there. That's the tricks with Facebook. I'm rambling now. And that's what you need to clean up your Facebook. Start posting organic stuff about your office, about you, about what you do, where you went to school, where you grew up, when you got married, where'd you get engaged, how old your kids are, what your kids are doing, what programs are they in. You don't have to pour your personal information on there. You don't have to have like tons of pictures of your kids if you're not comfortable with that. Of course, whatever limits you have, fine. Your dog, I mean, they all look the same. Black lab is a black lab. Post your black lab on there. It's all cool stuff. Pete, that's what people want to see. And once they see that, they start tagging it and being like, oh, or they start connecting the dots and like, oh, this guy's right up the street. Who's this guy? It's subconscious marketing, right? And it's free and it's easy. It's just posting. That's the stuff that you want to be constantly posting. It's a selfie. Take your phone, turn around, take Mondays, just in the office, Mondays. Well, that would be my post. I don't know, hold an activator in your hand. Mondays, like, what is happening in this picture? And boost it. 10 miles around your clinic. Try that. See what happens. Try for 30 days. Let's come back. Text me, email me your results. Let's do this. Also, go on to enricod.com. I'm starting to build up all the free stuff for you guys, ebooks, all these things. You guys can text. If you get an ebook, just email me and say, Doc, this is actually a really good ebook. Can you put my name on it? And I'll just go onto my program, change your name, send it to you as a PDF that you can use as an ebook on your website or on your email campaigns. And it looks like you wrote it. And I'm cool with that. I'm not going to come down and have a cease and desist letter saying, don't use my ebook. I'm doing this for you guys. And there's ways around that. So I'm here for you. Tons of resources. Check it out. Contact me. I'd love to help you out in any way, shape, or form. Take care. Have a great week.